Not a particular one of our usual broadcasts, but I wanted to share a little bit of our British Columbia scenery with you. And this Marguerite Falls in the Herald Canyon, and I thought it'd be interesting for those of you elsewhere to get a view of it. It's a very narrow canyon that goes way back into the mountain range not far from the Shuswaps. Very clear, pristine water, and very interesting canyon. You can see the stress on these rocks, which were really cast up by a cataclysm millions of years ago. And you see how far it is up to the top. Just wanted to share a little of this beauty with all of you who are subscribers or viewers of our regular telecasts. Traveling with Brother Ephraim from the monastery today, coming back again from serving divine services up in Revelstoke, British Columbia for the Greek community there with a baptism and house blessings, which they seldom ever have. Revelstoke, Golden, Sycamoose, Salmon Arm, all that area that our monastery's been looking after for these past 30 years. You know, I hope you enjoy this scenery as much as we do, at least looking at it. Of course, we can feel it. It's natural air conditioning on an extremely hot day. When you get back in here, it's probably as much as 20 degrees cooler in Fahrenheit. And water pristine and clear, but also very cold, and really cools off this little canyon a lot. I try to give you a scope of how narrow the canyon is. We'll follow the walls around past the falls, and you see really a very narrow canyon. So thank you, and God bless you. I'll give you another few views of Marguerite Canyon here, Herald Klishura. The size of the trees that have grown down in here, how they reach for the sun. And we'll keep the camera on as we walk back down the canyon a little, in order to just maybe share a little more of this with you. You see the sun sneaking through the trees, a few vine maples growing down here in the canyon, not enough light for them. There are quite a few huckleberry plants I notice as well. The salal berries. A lot of these trees have fallen just by their own weight. They grow on the side, and the soil is so rocky that they can't put very deep roots in. So they consequently they topple over under their own weight, or when the wind strikes the top of them as they reach up above the canyon walls. A lot of growth is familiar from around the monastery. Just above the monastery in the mountains, we also have a lot of wild blueberries and huckleberries growing. And the same you'll find in a place like this. Seeing some of the giant cedars and hemlock. Some fir. Another brief shot. I want to try to get the wild ginger that grows up here, and I'll try to come down close to some of the heart-shaped leaves. And Solomon's seal, which grows quite a bit up here. This ginger has this very weak flavor compared to Asian ginger, which is a huge plant with massive blossoms on it. But it's very nice. You rub it and you get a strong ginger smell in it. As I say, the flavoring isn't very strong, but the smell is really nice. I also have vanilla leaf in here. I'm going to try to spot some of it because in old times here in the West, people used to take the vanilla leaf and pack it in their winter clothes when they packed them away for the winter, because it gives a nice slight vanilla fragrance. It doesn't give vanilla as a flavoring, but as a fragrance. And the clothes would smell nice and fresh when you took them out the following winter to use. And salmon berries, devil's claw. These are salmonberry bushes, but probably not enough sun to get bright red and truly ripened. I see the wild huckleberry bushes down here. Don't see many berries on them. Of course, the birds would get them early on, but perhaps there's not quite enough sun for them either. I'm hoping to see some of the maidenhair fern that like to grow in really cool, damp places like this, but I haven't seen any here so far.